Hi everyone, welcome back to the craft room. I'm Leslie and today I want to share a project with you I made. I took all of my books that I have, very many that I've been getting from Ollie's. I mean, this one is super thick and I paid $1.99 for it, and it's a nice book. We've done a flip through, likely on my other channel, Leslie's Living Room, because I was doing everything over there before I started this channel for things that are just in the craft room. So what I did was I went through all of my books and I took all of the pages that have cut aparts on them, and so I have like a stacks and stacks. I've done about half of them, and I've just cut them apart because I was like, I'm going to take these and make books, or like these would be perfect for cute little 2x2 books. Use them to make books, or use them to use as inserts in projects, whatever. So I just want to look really quick and make sure that I did in fact get that from, yeah, I've got a bunch of pages of this one. I think every store I went to I was seeing it and couldn't remember if I had picked it up. I think I've got like 10 pages of that. Oh, we've got more. Yeah, so this came out of that book. And then a page of cut aparts with what I'm going to show you is one of the pieces that I cut apart. But I mean, I just have everything from Christmas to vacations to winter to seasons to spring, summer, fall, Halloween, everything. Valentine's Day, everything. And so, you know, I bought this paper to use. I want to use it. So the first thing I'm going to say is, starting tomorrow, we are going to have Mass Make Mondays. And that is where I am going to take like my cardstock or my craft board and use my dies and or my stamps or whatever, and just make bases of everything so that I can have them ready to grab and embellish and send out for a swap or send in Happy Mail, whatever. So the first one I want to do is Mass Make Mondays Memdexes. I've got a few Memdex dies, and so I want to make a few out of cardstock that I can layer with pretty paper and then other things. Then I have some that may even be shakers. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. But that's what's going to be coming up tomorrow. As far as today, I just wanted to do a project share of what I did with my first cutout that I wanted to use on an album cover. So here is the album. I'm going to bring it up. Okay, I made it for a certain family, so I put their name on the spine, and then I've got to finish my back. I didn't realize I didn't finish that because I have the glittery cream over the white cover. Then I've got purple, then I have this. So I'm probably going to put purple and then maybe something else on there. This little book took me 2 days to make. That is so fantastic. But I think if I continue practicing, it will get easier. Because I want to have a variety of ways to make books, right? I don't want to always make them the same way. So I watch YouTube, I see people make books. Okay, I've made a couple of cinch books. Now I've seen this book being made. It was a tutorial on Tiffany's page called Let's Get Scrappy. She made these and created them for her daughter's wedding for the ladies that would be her bridesmaids. And when they went off on their, I guess, bachelorette party or whatever, they were printing out photos and adding photos, or whatever happened. So this is essentially like a photo book and or journal. You can make it into whatever you want. I don't even know who prints out photos anymore, if anybody prints out photos anymore, but it would also be something cute if you did, want to have a small something to remember your baby's first Easter, right? So that's what I had in mind. She just had a baby at the end of 2025. It's going to be his first Easter. So I wanted to make this book and present it to her once she returns to work from maternity leave. But I'm going to flip through here and show you what it looks like as a finished product. And I'm going to link the tutorial that I followed in the description box below so that you can go over and let Tiffany know that you've seen one of these books being made out there in the wild and you love it and you're ready to tackle it. All right, so I put this on here because it had a little bunny and I just had Easter in mind when I saw this page. So I didn't want it to be too girly because it is a boy, but it is a family, so we went with this. Okay? And I'm hoping that the light is not too harsh. On the inside, I put my very last little bunny sticker. So I put him. Right here, they can put a photo, a family photo, if they want. I'll probably put a sticky note saying you can put a 3x4 family photo there. Whatever. I don't like to tell people what to do, but I just want them to know there's plenty of ideas of what they could do on these pages. Photos, writing, whatever. Then there's a little pocket here. So I made a little pull, and I just took this and made it into a journaling card, so in case they wanted to put pictures here, they could write about their son seeing the Easter Bunny for the first time, whatever. On the back, I have more space for journaling in case it's needed, and that can be for the following pages. These 2 pages, whatever they want to do. They can put pictures here, a picture here, place a picture here if they want. I didn't want to decorate it too much because I want them to have the option of, I could put something decorative from our first time dining out, or first outing with the baby, whatever. So I wanted it to be kind of plain so that they could have the leeway to do with this however they wish. It doesn't have to be Easter. These don't have to be photos. It can be anything they want. A piece of memorabilia, a train ticket, whatever, right? So then up here I have a top pocket, and I just created another place for them to journal onto here, whatever they want to do. And on the back, I just put a cute little, one of my little cards. I just rounded all the corners, and they might have already been rounded. I think cards already are rounded, but I put that on there so that they could do whatever they wish there. I made it with Easter in mind, but really, they don't have to. So we have photos there, or writing, or whatever. You can pull it out, put something here to write on. You can do the same here, whatever. And then this is just like the first page where you have the 2, and then you have a pull-out here. And on the back of this one, I did a rabbit with one of my cards. that I had in my box of cards because I just thought, I'm going to be making things with those. I mean, and I still may, but it hasn't been happening, and I still need to cover that. Isn't that lovely? So we can do that together. Okay. Let me get this. I'm going to cut this down 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, and then I can make it smaller if I need to. 4 1/4. I think that was 4 1/2. Try that again. 3 1/4. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. So then, what I was doing is taking, which side did I do on this one? This has like 2 sides, and one is a little bit more sparkly than the other. I think I did this one. Alright, so then, it took me 2 days to make this because I was being too perfectionist, A. It was my first time, B. And C, you would make it along with her, and then she'd say, oh, no, that's totally wrong, got to make it again. And so that I had to keep rewinding and watching and trying to figure out what she was saying and doing. And then, you know, she had made 4 to 6 of these, so, and she came up with the design, so, you know, to her it was just like, oh, you do this, you do that, and she's flipping and flopping, and I'm like, wait a minute, which way did you flip? Did you flop or did you flip? We don't know. So, yeah, we had to rewind that a few times, but all is well. I figured it out. I was trying to make one to fit another book that I had created over here. And I think I may have already shown y'all this, but I've started making these. I wanted to make some of these binder looking books. So I was able to figure out how to do the gussets and the size for this book, but I could not, for the life of me, figure out how to do the pages because her book's like a 1/4 of an inch taller than mine, and I couldn't fit, and a little bit wider than mine, and nothing was happening. So we're gonna, you know, figure that out and get that taken care of, but this is what holds the pages. You flip and flop and glue and do something, and it creates a slit, and you slide it down on here, and it just stay. And I just, the whole time I was doing it, I was like, that's what those were for? That was genius. I mean, how do you people come up with these things? Like, that just blew my mind. The whole time I was just going, this is the most genius thing I've ever seen in my life. I don't think my brain works well for that type of crafting. I think I'm a little bit too spastic for that. So, we're going to keep trying, though, because I'm very, very stubborn and determined to conquer. So, can't find any of my tools, so we're hoping we can just peel this off with our hands. Maybe. And maybe not. And I usually put glue on it. Wrong book. But we're not. Okay? We're just not. There we go. And that's the little book that I've made. And I will put this, if you remember, well, you may not remember. If you're new to this channel and you didn't come over from Leslie's Living Room, then you wouldn't remember this, because I made these when I had my other channel. So I made this little bag, right? This lion, I just thought that was going to be the cutest thing. You have to cut out every single little piece. But I thought I could put that down in there, right? And then I made this for her so that she could put this on her desk at work and be able to see pictures of her little baby while she's working, right? Put a little photo there, journaling there, put a little photo there, journaling on the back, whatever. So I made that a few months ago for her, but it doesn't fit in the bag, so I'm likely just going to put tissue paper down in here and maybe put this in a little box. I might even make a box. We don't know. But I just wanted to show you the few projects I've been working on. This book in particular is the one that I was working on last night and this morning. I was amazed that it worked because I had no faith in myself whatsoever as I was doing this project, and it just ended up working. I was completely surprised. So if you would like to see a tutorial on this, I would say head over to Let's Get Scrappy. Let Tiffany know that you came over from my channel and that you really want to learn how to make the books, the bridal party books that she made. And you can watch her tutorial that was done about a year ago, and I'll link it below. And then once I get better at it, I'm going to come back and add some pages to these. Right now I'm just going to mass make a bunch of these and get ready for pages to go in there once I figure out what in the hay bales my size is going to be and how I want to do it, because she was like all kind of geometric and calculus type of stuff that I don't know how to do. Alright guys, thanks so much. This is a short video. Just wanted to show you a project that I'm working on. Don't forget to check out her channel. I'll link it below. I appreciate every single one of you. I hope that you liked this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and I'll see you real soon in the craft room.